So here's a good one where a guy goes from white knight to dark knight after his wife pushes him too far. Title: Caught Wife Cheating with Her Ex-Boyfriend. So I met my wife of 5 years over mutual friends when she was clubbing. Overall, it was fun talking and dancing with her. She also introduced me to her ex-boyfriend, who was with another circle of friends at the club. So they're at the club and she immediately introduced you to the ex-boyfriend. Why? They're hanging out. I also chatted with him and I got a fun first expression of him. Fun first expression? This guy's from another country. Some of his words might be the best, but still. A few days later, another mutual friend told me she asked for my number and if it's okay to give it to her. I really don't give my number away so easily, only to a few hand-picked friends, so I asked my friend a bit of an insight to get a better feeling of this girl. My friend told me she broke up with her long-term relationship with her ex after their first child was born. Because after life got rough, trying to get a home, etc., more responsibilities, the young father bailed and went partying all the time. Okay, so this woman he met and liked is a single MOM. And the only reason that she's not with the guy is because he's unreliable. Shocker. The young father bailed and the party went on all the time. He told her he wasn't ready, but would help her financially with the child, so they broke up, but was still on good terms due to the child. I asked my friend to give me a bit of time to think, but I really didn't think about a romantic relationship with her. So after a week, I gave my friend the go to give her my contact info. I was only interested in a platonic friendship with her. Why? I'm sure you have enough friends. Why waste your time being friends with a chick that you're not hooking up with? I mean, really, and you obviously like her, you know? And she's a single MOM. What do you think she wants from you? Come on here. Even she was quite my type and fun to be around, but I wasn't actively looking for a girlfriend, so it was okay for me to meet with her. I made it clear that I wasn't interested in a relationship, but I'm fine if she needs someone to talk to, vent, or just hang out. Well, I will say this, by him saying, I'm not interested in a relationship, and she's good looking, used to guys chasing after her, that probably drew her towards him. I'm always like this with my other friends, male or female, and so after months of daily texting, calling, and going out with her and her kid, she asked my best friend for tips on how to approach me because she really had fallen for me. Really fallen for you, huh? No, you're texting every day. You're like girlfriends. Okay, that type of behavior is not going to attract the girl to a guy in that type of way. That's going to see her as you as a provider. Come on here. Even though without giving signals from my side, I even tried to hook her up with someone I know who is decent. After 2 years in this friend zone, I gave in when she asked me. I mean, she was almost always by my side. I liked her kid. I'm child friendly. Met her parents, her friends, and even had a good relation with her ex-boyfriend. After 1 year, I proposed, and after another year, we got married. Smack! Oh my God. So for like 2 years, they were just friends. Then finally, she just badgered him into it. And he's like, okay, fine. 1 year dating, then proposed after that, and they're married. In this 7 years as a couple, we attended some of the family gatherings from her ex-boyfriend's family and hers, along with the ex. Even double dates with her ex and girlfriend. Big red flag, right? I noticed, but I'm really not the jealous type. If someone wronged me, and it happened, I just leave and go no contact. For what? Why closure? My wife asked me several times if it's okay for me to be so close to her ex because of the child. I always reassured her that I understand that the long bond between them, and he's the child's father, and that I'm not jealous or concerned about as long as she doesn't cross boundaries, there wouldn't be any consequences. So, yes, okay, it's helpful for the child that they get along because they obviously both take care of the kid, I'm assuming. No, I'm wrong. No, she takes care of the kid. No, this guy telling the story and her take care of the kids, he just sends money. He even does that. But obviously the kid probably goes to see dad, so they got to get along. But still, define get along. So in June, I found out that she was emotionally cheating with her ex, and he was the aggressor. Oh, imagine that. Because now she's got the provider here, this guy, and now she can go have fun with him. What a great deal. That's usually how it works. He opened up to her that he was kind of depressed when he heard his son calling me Papa, and his whole view of life have changed. But he also knows that I'm good to his kid and never forced me on him to see me as a father or stepfather. Her ex acknowledged that, and he thanked me many times, but now he wants his family back. It was very subtle at first, starting after New Year with innocent text asking for their song, memories, blah blah blah. But still no signs of betrayal here. No late calls or dates with friends, hushed phone calls, erased texts, the usual amount of texts, etc. Regardless that you didn't walk in and get hooking up, that she's cheating. End of story. This is why I don't get involved with single MOMs, particularly ones that get along so great with their exes. That started in June, and the signs jumped right in my face. She started going out of the room, talking and pretending to do something other than that. She dressed nicely when we were meeting up with him and gave him the child for the weekend. And so after a week of monitoring this, I was intrigued when it started in which stage, emotionally and physically, they are now. I'm a bit tech savvy, and part of my job is to see patterns, so it was not very difficult for me to dig deeper. Yeah. The risk-taking she took got more and more and more, and this guy connected the dots what's going on here. Normally, at the first sign, I would leave, as always, but now I'm married, and I don't want it to be a portrait as a runoff like her ex. So I collected texts, emails, part of their conversation. In the meanwhile, I already contacted my lawyer and got my financial house in order. So for me, my marriage ended in June with emotional cheating. But I thought I need more proof for the hardcore delusions in the family or friends who tends to shake off emotional cheating as harmless, and I waited till I got physical a month later. So I know his family and friends, and they're all going to be like, oh, it wasn't a big deal. She was very confused when she came home, and I saw the guilt and every emotions on her body. This get-together happened 2 more times, and every time she told him that it was a mistake, blah, blah, blah. I already withdrew myself emotionally and physically from her at the time, and so on Friday, I hired packers to pack up her things, clothes, furniture, toys, everything, set her on a truck, and stand by outside my house. Okay, gathered all the evidence he needed, and then hired a mover, pack up all her shit. When she came home after work and bringing the child to the father, I gave her the divorce papers with the evidence at the door. Thanked her for the happy 5 faithful years and to her family. I told her the truck is waiting for her with her stuff to follow and deliver. The following communication should be over the lawyers as advised. She stood in front of the door after I closed on her for like 30 minutes, probably in shock. Man, I'd love to see that. So I texted the truck driver to ask her for delivery address to get her out of the coma. No false state here, no alimony, no child support. The child is not adopted. My house, all finances separated, no joint accounts. Well, there you go. Thank God he didn't adopt that kid, huh? Kept all the finances separate. He claims here no alimony, no child support. I have a hard time believing she ain't going to get something out of this, but fine. So, till today, drama for her and her family, her friends, but to her credit, she confessed everything. Wow. Even tried to talk to me, but not really interested. My family and friends stay polite to her, but won't assist in any way. I don't really care if they get together again, how sorry she is, etc., etc. But I'm really concerned for myself after reading a few of the stories here on Reddit. I did love her, kid, and the whole family. I support in every way, emotionally, financially, with her child, laid the perfect ground for a family, a house, financially independent, but no heartache. Only regret for the lost time and effort. I didn't even feel anger or something. In my former relationships, I felt sad for a week, but now nothing. Should I go to a therapist? But I don't really want to wake up as a sleeping bear. Sorry for the long text and language, missing punctuation, wrong spelling, but English is not my first language. Well, that's okay, bro. We got the gist of it. Well, I'm sorry you went through this shit, but upon discovering all, obviously, the cheating and indiscretions, you handled it right. The thing is, you shouldn't have gotten involved with the single MOM. You shouldn't have gotten involved with the one who, regularly getting along that well with her ex, that type of thing. She was obviously, the only reason they broke up is because he couldn't provide. He was obviously the local chatter Tyrone, and he gave her the butterflies and the tingles, but she needed a sucker, a white knight, and you were that white knight. And yeah, you made her chase after you for a couple of years. I'll give you that, but still, nope, not a good idea. So there you go, guys. Yet another one, an example. What can happen to guys that want to play the hero and help that single MOM with a baby? And it wasn't like she was a single MOM whose husband died in the line of duty as a police officer, a fireman, or in the military, or something like that. No, she just got pregnant by some loser who couldn't take care of the kid or her, but she still carried a torch for, and she's hooking up with him. But I like the fact that this guy, boom, white knight to dark knight, and handled accordingly. And I hope he learns for the future, but I definitely think he will.